Welcome back to my APBA Baseball Great Teams of the Past. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for being here. Before we get going, I want to say thank you to Kirk Berglund for shouting out the channel on one of the APBA Facebook communities. So thank you for that. And if you're new here because of that, appreciate having you here. And let me reset what I'm doing. I love APBA Baseball. Bought a bunch of the Great Teams of the Past series, put them into eras, and have been playing leagues since then. Season 1, the earliest set of teams, the 1912 New York Giants were the champs. Season 2, the 1920 Cleveland Indians won the pennant. These have been 9-team leagues, 32 game schedules. I'm now here in season number 3. Season number 3 is 9 teams from 1931 to 1946. Today's game is going to be between the 1933 Washington Senators and the 1931 Philadelphia Athletics. And as you look at the standings, you will see these are two teams mired at 500. Senators 8-8, the Athletics 6-6. So they will play a 4-game series. This is game number 1. One of these teams hoping to be above 500 at series end. So far in week number 5, the Tigers and the Red Sox split their series. The Dodgers took 3 of 4 from the Yankees. First place Cubs could only manage a split against the Cincinnati Reds. And here we are, Senators Athletics. This is the final series of week number 5. And when that is over, when the series is over, you can obviously, as I've plugged before, everything's on my website, rogersportsgames.com. For recap stats, and then the end of each week, we do the standings and league leaders. So you can go check that out if you are interested in finding out more about this project and some of my other projects. APBA Baseball is the only one I've been doing on YouTube, but play a whole lot of other games as well and document everything on my website. So, but here you are here today to watch the Senators and the Athletics. As we said, Senators 8-8, Athletics 6-6. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Washington Senators. Leading off and playing second base is Buddy Meyer. In left field, Heine Manouche. Right fielder is Goose Goslin. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop, Joe Cronin. First baseman's Joe Kuhel. In center field, Fred Schulte. The third baseman is Ossie Bluege. Behind the plate, it's Luke Sewell. And the starting pitcher for the Senators today, Lefty Stewart. Stewart, 15-6, a 3.82 ERA in 1933. So far this season for the Senators, 4 starts, mixed results. He's 2-2 with a 5.19 earned run average. He's coming off a start against the Dodgers. He took the loss. He went just 5 innings, gave up 9 hits and 6 runs. For the Athletics, leading off playing second base, Max Bishop. Center fielder is Mule Haas. Catcher, Mickey Cochran. Batting cleanup and playing left, Al Simmons. First baseman's Jimmy Fox. Right fielder is Bing Miller. Third baseman, Jimmy Dykes. Shortstop, Dib Williams. And the starting pitcher for the Athletics is their ace, Lefty Grove. Grove, 31-4, a 2.06 ERA in 1931. Now, which Lefty Grove will it be today? Grove has made 3 starts here in season number 3 so far. Start number 1, a 1-hit shutout. Start number 2, a 1-hit shutout. And start number 3 against the Chicago Cubs, those first place Cubs, he got shelled. He went all 9 innings, but he gave up 10 hits and 6 runs and took his first loss of the season. So Grove is 2-1 with a 1.67 ERA in 3 starts. These 1933 Senators, they won 99 games. They would lose the World Series that year to the New York Giants. The 31 Athletics, they won 107 games, but they lost in the World Series to the St. Louis Cardinals. The Athletics missed out on what could have been the first ever three-peat in Major League Baseball. So here we go, a couple of 500 teams looking to work their way up the ladder. Let's play ball. Top of the first for the Senators, it will be Buddy Meyer to lead things off. Meyer is hitting just 262 on the season. Well, say just 262. That is second best among the Senators' starters. Grove's pitch. 42's a 14, and Grove starts the game by walking Buddy Meyer. So runner on first for nobody out. Heine Manouche, Washington's top hitter, batting .317, has a couple of home runs this season. .317 ranks him 10th in the league. He's also tied for first in the league with 4 triples. Manouche with a 44, and that's a 7. But Groves A knocks that down to a ground ball to the third baseman. Jimmy Dykes picks it up. His only play is to first, gets the out. Buddy Meyer advances to second base. 1 out runner on second for Goose Goslin. Goslin hitting .246, 2 home runs so far this season. Neither one of these teams has hit at all this season. At least, this has been a pitcher's league, but these are the worst of the hitting teams. Philadelphia, .207 team average, 9th out of 9 teams. Washington comes in with a .216 average, 8th out of 9 teams. So Goose Goslin with 1 out and a runner on first. Here is the pitch. 55, that's an 8. But again, Groves A, that is another ground ball, let's say slow roller toward the third base. Dykes has to charge. He picks it up, fires it over to first. He gets the out, but Buddy Meyer is able to advance to third base. So a couple of sacrifice-like plays. Gets Meyer over to third base, now with 2 outs for Joe Cronin. Cronin, the player manager for these 1933 Senators, came in second place in the MVP voting in 1933. Here, Cronin hitting just .224. He has driven in 5 runs in 16 games. So can he get the Senators on the board here? 55 again, and that is an 8. And it doesn't matter. Grove is AC either way. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. Buddy Meyer scores. Senators are on the board with a 1-0 lead. So Joe Cronin comes through. Lefty Grove had 2 shutouts in his first 2 starts. He will not, after getting blown out in Game 3, he will not revert to shutout form here today. 2 outs, runner on first. Joe Q-Hook comes to the plate. Q-Hook has been dreadful this season, despite hitting .322 in 1933. He is batting .127 in 16 games. He picked up a little bit in the last series, but he is a long way away from what he ought to be. Pitch to Q-Hole. 53 is a 20, and that is a ground ball to the second baseman, Max Bishop, and he will make the play to get the third out. Senators lead 1-0 on the Cronin RBI single. Bottom of the first, Max Bishop to lead off for the Athletics. Bishop hitting .283, second among the Athletic starters. 16's a 28, and he will hit a ground ball at the shortstop. Cronin throws over to first, 1 out. Here's Mule Haas. Haas is batting .269. 14's a 30. Routine fly ball to left. Manouche has it. 2 away. Mickey Cochran comes to the plate. .349 average in 1931, but hitting just .235 through 12 games here. He's coming off a really good series against the Cubs in which he hit .438. Can he do anything with 2 outs against Lefty Stewart? 32-26. Ground ball to second baseman Meyer. Throws him out, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Lefty Stewart. We've played 1. It's 1-0 Washington. For the Senators in the top of the second, Fred Schulte leads off. Schulte batting just .190 this season. 61's a 24. Grove has a K. Grove strikes him out. Here's Aussie Blue Jay. Blue Jay's hitting 222 on the season. Blue Jay, he's one of a couple players making his second appearance in a Great Teams of the Past league. He was part of the Senators in season number 2. Season 2, the 1925 Senators came in 6th place. Blue Jay, also a starter on that team, but didn't hit very well, just 179 that season. He's brought it up to 222 here this season. So Blue Jay with 1 out. 62's at 32. That's a K. Another strikeout for Grove. So here comes Luke Sewell. Luke Sewell is batting 191. 13's a 14, and Grove issues another walk. 2-out base runner for the Senators, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Lefty Stewart. Stewart's 0 for 7 at the plate so far this season. But these pitchers, I put them on YouTube, and they start to hit. 66, that's a 0. He gets to roll in his second column. There's a good chance a second run's going to be scored here. 35's a 2, and Stewart puts one down the right field line. It's fair by inches. It's going to roll to the corner. Bing Miller is going to have to chase it down. Luke Sewell is going to score from first base. Lefty Stewart, the pitcher, has just recorded an RBI triple. And it is now 2-0 Senators. So how about that? Lefty Stewart helps himself big time. 2-0. We're back to the top of the order. Buddy Meyer walked his first time up. Grove's pitch. 24's 13, and Grove gets his third strikeout of the inning. And up 4, the Senators take a 2-0 lead. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Athletics in the bottom of the second, starting with Al Simmons. Simmons hit 390 in 1931, and he is still the best hitter so far for these 31 Athletics in this season, but hitting just 286, tied for the team high with 3 home runs. Who thought that was 11 for a second? No, it's a 12. 12's 25, and that's a ground ball to second baseman Buddy Meyer. Throws over to first, 1 out. Jimmy Fox. Fox has had a tough time of it so far here. 12 games, batting just 128. It's only hit 1 home run in 12 games. 291, 30 home runs in 1931. What's he do with 1 out? 44 is an 8, and against the C pitcher, that's a base hit. Drops one into left center field for a single. The Athletics have their first hit of the game. Here's Bing Miller. Miller tied for the team high with 3 home runs, but he's got just 8 hits on the season, batting just 190. 36 is 33. Pops it up. Left side, the third baseman, Blue Jay, will make the catch. 2 outs. Jimmy Dykes, we've had some low batting averages so far, you've heard me say so far, but no one is worse than Jimmy Dykes. 3 for 39 this season, an .077 average through 12 games. And he was a .273 hitter in 1931, so maybe he's due. 2 outs, runner on first for Dykes. Nope, 14's a 30, fly ball to left. Manouche takes a few steps to his left, and he makes the catch to end the inning. We go to the third. Washington comes to bat with a 2-0 lead. Here's Heini Manouche, 0 for 1 today. '16's a 28. K. Grove strikes him out. Goose Goslin, he's making his second appearance in Great Teams of the Past. He was part of the 1925 Senators. Hit 298 with 5 home runs in season number 2. He is 0 for 1 here today. 34 is a 31. Shallow fly ball to center field, but Mulhaz races in and makes the catch. 2 outs. Here is Joe Cronin, RBI single in the first inning to get the scoring started. Player manager for these Senators. 31's a 9, but Grove is an AC, so that will just be a pop-up left side taken by the third baseman, Dykes, for the third out. So after giving up single runs in the first and second, Grove finally has an easy inning there in the third. 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom of the third, it'll be Dib Williams. Williams got off to a really good start, as I recall, in week number 1, but he went 0 for 13 in the last series with the Cubs, and his batting average has dropped to 233. Stewart's pitch. 63 is a 31. Fly ball to center. Fred Schulte tracks it down, makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Lefty Grove. He has done all right at the plate so far this season. 2 hits in 7 at-bats. Can he help himself here? 14's a 30, and he will make contact, but it's a routine fly ball to left for Heini Manouche, 2 away. Back to the top of the order, Max Bishop. He is 0 for 1. 53's an 18, ground ball to the shortstop. Cronin, but he bobbles it and cannot make the play. That's an E6. So a runner is on board with 2 outs. Ewell Haas is 0 for 1. 14's a 30. Another fly ball to the left for Manouche to track down and catch. And the side's retired. To the 4th inning, still 2-0 Washington. Joe Kewell, 0 for 1 today. 25's a 10, and he'll put one up the middle. Williams can't get to it. Bishop can't get to it. It's through to center field. Base hit for Washington, their 3rd hit of the game. Leadoff runner is aboard. Here is Fred Schulte. Struck out his first time up. '54 is a 32. He'll send one the other way into right field, but in the air and caught by Bing Miller for the first out. Aussie Bluegee, he struck out his first time up. 24's 13. He strikes out again. 2 away. Luke Sewell walked in his first appearance. 36 is a 33. K. Grove with another strikeout. To the bottom of the 4th, Senators still lead 2-0. Heart of the order coming up, Philadelphia, 3-4-5 hitters, starting with Mickey Cochran. Cochran's 0 for 1. 24's 13. Stewart strikes him out. Here's Al Simmons, who is 0 for 1. Simmons won the batting title with that .390 average in 1931, was 3rd in the MVP voting that year. 52 is a 27. Hard ground ball, knocked down by the third baseman, Bluegee, picks it up, fires over to first for the 2nd out. Jimmy Fox has the lone Athletics hit on the day so far. And he's got another one, and it's a drive to left, and it's deep, and it's back, and it's gone. Jimmy Fox, a solo home run. That is his 2nd of the season. And maybe Jimmy Fox has it going now. He came in today hitting just 128. He's got 2 hits, and he just hit a home run that cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1 Senators. So, 2 outs. Here comes Bing Miller. 0 for 1 today. 25's an 8. And that one is going to fall in front of Heini Manouche in left field for a base hit. Both teams now have 3 hits. Back-to-back hits here for the Athletics. Jimmy Dykes is 0 for 1. Listen, at least his last 13 at-bats. 42 is a 14. Stewart's a Z. Ball 1, ball 2. 36 is 33. Pops it up. Third base and Bluegee will call for it. He'll make the catch. Side retired. The Athletics do get one back on the Jimmy Fox home run, 2-1 heading to the fifth. Here's the pitcher, Lefty Stewart. RBI triple in the second inning. This time, though, 46-30 K. Grove strikes him out. Buddy Meyer, he's up for the third time. He has walked and struck out. 14-30 K. Grove strikes him out again, 2 away. After a rough couple of innings, Grove seems to have things settled down and going. Heine Manush is 0 for 2. Top hitter in the team coming in. 65-35. Ground ball to the first baseman, Jimmy Fox. He takes it himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lefty Grove. At the bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Senators. 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Athletics coming up. Dib Williams is 0 for 1. 25-8. And against the C pitcher, Williams puts one through the left side, just out of the reach of Joe Cronin. It's through for a base hit. Fourth hit for the Athletics. Lefty Grove comes to the plate, blew out his first time up. He will be looking to bunt Williams over, nobody out. 12-25, and that is a terrible bunt. He pops it up, caught by Luke Sewell, the catcher. He fires to first. Williams can't get back in time. Double play. Bad luck for the Athletics there. Now there are 2 outs and nobody on. Here's Max Bishop, who is 0 for 2, reached base on an error his last time up. 46-13, Stewart strikes him out. And that ends the fifth inning. 2-1 Senators. Mentioned at the beginning, both these teams 500 on the season. The Senators 8-8, the Athletics 6-6. But crazy thing, the Senators at 500 have a negative 23 run differential in their 16 games. They have allowed 23 more runs than they've scored, tied for the worst differential in the league. Senators, a little more reasonable, 6-6. They have a +6 run differential, which actually ties them for fourth in the league, which sounds about right for a 500 team. Senators lead this one, however, 2-1. And here's Goose Goslin, who is 0 for 2. 13-14, and Grove walks Goslin to start the sixth. Joe Cronin's 1 for 2. Drove in a run back in the first inning with a single. 32-26. Ground ball to second baseman Bishop to Williams. On to first. Not in time. They do get the lead runner. But Cronin able to beat out the throw. 1 out. Still a runner on first for Joe Kuhl, who is 1 for 2. Joe Kuhl, 66. He'll roll in his second column. 11 home runs in 1933. He's got 1 in 16 games so far this season. Joe Kuhl. That's a 12, and that's a 6. He puts ball down the right field line. It's into the corner. Bing Miller comes up throwing. Are they going to try to send Joe Cronin? Joe Cronin is fast. They are going to send Joe Cronin. He is going to slide in safely to home with the game's third run for the Senators. Joe Kuhl will end up with an RBI double. 3-1 Senators. So Lefty Grove has given up his third run in 6 innings. And Senators are still going because they've got a runner on second for 1 out. Fred Schulte, who is 0 for 2. Grove's pitch, 65-35. That's a pop-up. Third baseman Jimmy Dykes calls for it, 2 away. Honestly, Bluegee has struck out twice. Can he do anything here? 2 outs and runner on second. 21-30. He does make contact at least this time, but it is just a routine fly ball to left for Al Simmons to catch for the final out. Washington goes up by 2 once again, 3-1 after the Joe Kuhl RBI double. 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Philadelphia here in the bottom of the sixth. Mule Haas is 0 for 2 today. 11-0. He gets to roll in his second column. 8 home runs in 1931. He's got 1 so far this season. 45 is a 6. He will put one into the right center field gap. It'll roll to the wall. Mule Haas will walk into second with a leadoff double. Here is Mickey Cochran. 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. 51's an 8, and against the C pitcher, that's a base hit up the middle. They're going to send Mule Haas. Throw at the plate, not in time. Haas scores. Cochran has an RBI single, and it is now 3-2 Senators. So Cochran comes through. There's still nobody out. Al Simmons steps to the plate. 0 for 2 today. 390 hitter in 1931. 33-0. He gets to roll on his second column. 22 home runs in 1931. Got 3 in 12 games here. 12, just 7. Base hit into right. Cochran will go from first to third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Tying runs on third. Go-ahead run is on first. Lefty Stewart was doing well, but now he is in some trouble. Jimmy Fox steps in, and Jimmy Fox is 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. Solo homer in the 4th inning. Nobody out. Washington's going to bring the infield in on this one. 21's a 30. Fly ball to left. Is it deep enough? Cochran tags. Manouche makes the catch, but Cochran bluffs. He'll stay put. That's the first out. All right, 1 out. Still first and third. Bing Miller at the plate. Miller, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Washington has a very good defense. They will play for the double. They will play back and hope for the double play if they get the opportunity. 54 is a 32. Fly ball to center. Is it deep enough? It is not. Fred Schulte makes the catch. Cochran does not test his arm. And now there are 2 outs. First and third. Jimmy Dykes, 0 for 2. 3 for 41 on the season. He's got to be due, right? First and third, 2 out. Stewart's pitch to Dykes. 36 is a 33. And that pops him up. And Buddy Meyer has it. And Stewart does give up 1 run, but it could have been so much worse. He pitches out of that jam and keeps the lead. 3-2 Senators go into the 7th inning. Washington has 3 runs on just 4 hits to this point. The Athletics 2 runs on 7 hits. Top of the 7th, Lefty Grove still in there. Now pitching to Luke Sewell. Sewell is 0 for 1 with a walk. 56 is 34. High fly ball. Won't get out of the infield. And the shortstop, Dib Williams, will catch it for the first out. Here's Lefty Stewart. RBI triple back in the 2nd inning, then struck out. They're going to let him go a little bit longer. Not go to the pen yet. 13-13. Grove strikes out Stewart, 2 away. Here's Buddy Meyer. Began the game with a walk and has struck out his last 2 times up. 46 is a 29. Comebacker to the pitcher. Grove has it. Lobs it over to first. 3 up, 3 down. After the 7th inning stretch, here come the Athletics, trailing 3-2. Dib Williams to get things started. 13's a 14. That's a walk, and the leadoff runner's aboard. Here's the pitcher, Lefty Grove. They're going to leave him in and see if he can sacrifice. The last time he sacrificed, it did not go well. 32's a 26. This one is successful. Gets it down on the right side. They do retire Grove, but Dib Williams makes it to second base. So runner in scoring position with 1 out. Here's Max Bishop. 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. Reached base on an error on one of those at-bats. 55's an 8, and it gets the C pitcher. That's a ground ball up the middle. It's through into center field for a single. Dib Williams, they're going to send him, and Dib Williams will score the tying run. 3-3 here in the bottom of the 7th on the Bishop RBI single. Washington bullpen is up and ready. They're going to let Stewart go just a bit longer. Mulehaz is 1 for 3, doubled his last time up. 42's a 9 against the C pitcher, though. Slow roller to third base. Ozzie Bluegi charges, only plays to first. He does get the second out. Max Bishop advances to second. Mickey Cochran is 1 for 3. He drove in a run with a single in the 6th inning. He's got a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Cochran, 13's a 14. First base is open. Cochran walks. That brings up Al Simmons, who is 1 for 3 and the team's top hitter. Stewart's pitch to Simmons. 34 is 31, and that's a deep fly ball to center field, but not deep enough. Fred Schulte will make the catch. That'll end the inning. But the Athletics have tied it up at 3 as we go to the 8th. Grove still in here. Lefty Grove. 9 strikeouts in his 7 innings. 4 hits and 3 runs. So, Tiny Manouche, who is 0 for 3. 2-3-4 hitters coming up for the Senators here in the 8th. 23's a 26. Ground ball to the second baseman, Bishop. Throws him out, 1 away. Goose Goslin's 0 for 2 with a walk. 22's a 0. He gets to roll in his second column. 10 home runs in 1933. Tied for the team high with 2 so far this season. Goose Goslin. 54 is an 11, and he will put one into left field. It'll fall in just for a single. But on the first pitch to Joe Cronin, Goslin will steal second. So a runner on second with 1 out. Here comes Joe Cronin. He drove in a run with a single back in the first inning. But he is now 1 for 3 today. Can he regain the lead for the Senators? 24 is a 13. Grove strikes out Cronin. Joe Kuehl's had a good day. 2 for 3. Has driven in a run. RBI double his last time up. Runner on second. 2 outs. Can Kuehl come through? 34 is 31, and that is a fly ball to center field. Mulehaus will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Still tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Fox to start things off here. 2 for 3 today. Solo home run for the Athletics' first run back in the 4th inning. 13 to 14. He will start the inning with a walk. Bing Miller is 1 for 3. He is going to look to bunt, see if he can't sacrifice Fox over a base. And yes, he will. That 44 would have been even something better if we had just let that go. But that 44 is a 7, and on the bunt chart, that is a successful sacrifice. Fox makes it to second base. Here's Jimmy Dykes. 0 for 3 today. 3 for 42 on the season. Probably should have let Miller hit away now that I realize that Dykes was coming to the plate. But Dykes, he's due, right? Got to be due. 0 for 3, at least 0 for his last 15, if not more. Just 3 hits this season. Here comes Jimmy Dykes. 36 is a 33, and that is a pop up to the shortstop. Cronin has it. 2 away. Dib Williams, 1 for 2 with a walk. Can he come through with the clutch hit here? Stewart's pitch. 64 is a 13. Stewart strikes him out. And we go to the 9th. Still tied at 3. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for the Senators. Fred Schulte to lead things off against Lefty Grove. Schulte's 0 for 3. 34 is a 31. Routine fly ball to center for Mulehaus. Aussie Bluegee, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. 66 is 0. He'll get to roll in his second column. 6 home runs in 1933. It feels like it's a home run or nothing for the Senators. 35's a 6. It's not going to get out of the park, but it is going to roll to the wall in the right center field gap, and Aussie Bluegee has a 1-out double. We're in the top of the 9th. We're tied. Potential winning run there on second base. And here comes Luke Sewell, 0 for 2 with a walk. 61 is a 36, and that is a pitch from Grove, is in the dirt. It gets away from Cochran. Aussie Bluegee goes to third base on a wild pitch. And now the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away from home plate. So, Luke Sewell, all he's got to do now is hit a deep fly ball. The Athletics will bring the infield in. Grove's pitch to Sewell. 62's a 32. It's a fly ball to right. Is it deep enough? Bluegee is not fast. And it's not deep enough. And he has to stay put. And he did not want to test Bing Miller's arm from that distance. So, 2 outs. Runner on third. We're to the pitcher spot, Lefty Stewart. Stewart's day is done. He's given up 3 runs, 8 hits in 8 innings. They will go to Sam Rice as the pinch hitter. Sam Rice was one of the team stars for the 1925 Senators in 3 teams the past season 2. Hit a team best 331. Here in 8 years later in 1933, not a starter, played sparingly, did hit 294 in 1933, and he has 2 hits and 7 at-bats so far this season. So Sam Rice stands in against Lefty Grove. Runner on third, 2 outs. Grove's pitch. Oh, it's a 66! On Rice's card, that's a 2. He puts one down the left field line. Al Simmons was playing for the pull hitter. He's going to have to run the long way to track it down. Rice is fast. Blue Jay easily scores the go-ahead run. Sam Rice has an RBI triple, 2 outs in the ninth, and the Washington Senators have gone back in front 4-3 on the Sam Rice RBI triple. Man, they have found their roles against Lefty Grove here today. I didn't know they had another one left in them, but there they do. So, still a chance for more here as Buddy Meyer comes to the plate. 0 for 3 with a walk. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. 23 is a 26, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman, Bishop, which will lead to the third out. But the Senators add one more on the Sam Rice pinch hit triple. They will need a relief pitcher now. The Senators will go to their best reliever, who is Jack Russell. 12-6, a 2.69 ERA in 1933. Here, this season, Russell is tied for the league high with 4 saves. In 7 appearances, he is 1-0 with a 0.93 earned run average. He's given up just 1 run in 9 2/3 innings. So can Jack Russell come in and shut the door here? He's got a 1-run lead in the bottom of the ninth. Lefty Grove due to lead off. The Athletics will go to a pinch hitter. Eric McNair hit .271 in 1931. He is 0 for 4 so far this season. So Russell's pitch to McNair. 53 is a 19. Ground ball to the third baseman, Bluegee. Throws to first. It's in the dirt. Kewell can't scoop it. And Eric McNair is on board on the E5. Second error of the game for the Senators. Max Bishop is 1 for 4. He is going to look to try to get the tie and run over to second. So Bishop will go for the sacrifice. 15's an 8. It will be a good sacrifice. He gets it down. Russell Fields, his only play is to first. So there's the first out. Tie and runs now on second. Mule Haas, who is 1 for 4 with a double, stands in. Haas came in today hitting .269 on the season. 44's a 7, and against the B hitter, he puts one into right field. It's in for a base hit. Eric McNair rounds third, and he will score the tie and run here in the bottom of the ninth. We're all tied up at 4 on the Haas RBI single. So Russell came in as tied for the league leader in saves. He has blown the save. And now, can the Athletics win one here in the bottom of the ninth? This could be the second straight game with some bottom of the ninth inning heroics. Mickey Cochran, runner on first, 1 out. Cochran's 1 for 3 with a walk, drove in a run back in the 6th inning. What's he going to do here? Nothing good. 12's a 25. Ground ball to second. Meyer to Cronin to Kewell. Double play. We are headed to extra innings. So, on to the 10th. The Athletics need a new pitcher. Grove's day is done. And let's see, the Athletics can use anybody out of their bullpen. They'll go to their best pitcher, who is Eddie Rommel. Rommel, 7-5, a 2.97 ERA in 1931. And so far this season, Rommel 4 appearances, an 0-1 record, a 3.00 ERA. He's given up 2 earned runs in 6 innings. Okay. Brand new game as we go to the 10th, tied at 4. Hani Manouche is 0 for 4 today. Came in as the team's top hitter with a 317 average. 61's a 40, fouls one off. 26 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Jimmy Dykes. Throws over to first, one away. Goose Goslin is 1 for 3 with a walk. 35's a 9, and we're almost a B pitcher, so that is a single into left for Goose Goslin. Joe Cronin's 1 for 4. Drove in the first run of the game way back in the first inning. 25's an 8, but against the B pitcher. Hard grounder to third. Dykes able to knock it down. By the time he picks it up, his only play is to first, and he does get the second out. Goslin advances to second. So runner in scoring position for Joe Kuehl. 2 for 4 today. Drove in a run with a double in the 6th inning. Kuehl, 21's a 30, fly ball to left. Simmons has it. Nothing going for the Senators in the top of the 10th. And now the Athletics come to the plate with a chance to win it. Russell still in there for his second inning of work. Lou the save in the 9th. Both teams put up 1 run in the 9th inning, and we are tied at 4. Bottom 10, here's Al Simmons, 1 for 4 today. 32's a 26, ground ball to second. Buddy Meyer throws him out. Jimmy Fox is 2 for 3 with a home run, walked his last time up. 64's a 41. Ground ball to short. Joe Cronin, it's off his glove. That is going to be an E6. That is the 3rd error of the game for the Senators. Bing Miller, 1 out, runner on first. Miller's 1 for 3, sacrificed his last time up. 43 is a 29. Comebacker, the pitcher. If Russell had fielded it cleanly, could have been a double play ball, but he bobbles it, and his only play is to first. He does get the second out. Fox advances to second base, so the winning run now on second for Jimmy Dykes. 0 for 4 today, 3 for 43 on the season. Been saying it all day, Jimmy Dykes is due. Is this the play? Is this the one? Russell's pitch. 33 is a 0. Jimmy Dykes is going to do it. He'll roll on his second column. 55's a 6. That doesn't matter. It's hit to the outfield. It's going to land in for a hit. Jimmy Fox is going to score from second, and that is the ball game. Jimmy Dykes, unbelievable, finally comes through with the walk-off hit in the bottom of the 10th. The Athletics win it 5-4. We've been waiting for a long time, Jimmy Dykes, and finally, you come through. Just his 3rd run batted in of the season, just his 4th hit of the season. Jimmy Dykes, the Athletics win 5-4 in 10 innings. For the 1931 Philadelphia Athletics, 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 on base. The Senators, 4 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. 1 there in the 10th inning. That was costly. 7 runners left on base. So for Philadelphia, 10 hits. Mulehaz and Jimmy Fox both had 2-hit games. All 8 starters for the Athletics had, other than the pitcher, had at least 1 hit. 3 of them for extra bases. Fox had a solo homer. Haas and Dykes had, you know what? I put in a double for Dykes, but that should not be a double with the walk-off. So he just gets a single. Fox scores. So 2 extra base hits on the day for the Athletics. Lefty Grove will have the no decision, 9 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Eddie Rommel will get the win in relief, going 1 inning, giving up a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Rommel will improve to 1-1 on the season. For the Senators, 8 hits, 4 of them went for extra base hits. Goose Goslin and Joe Kuhl had 2-hit games. Kuhl and Bluegee had doubles. The starting pitcher Stewart and the pinch hitter Rice had triples. But 4 runs was not enough. Stewart, no decision, 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Jack Russell, first he has a blown save, then he takes the loss. He falls to 1-1 on the season, but in his inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, neither run was earned. So both the run in the 9th and the run there was an error in the 9th, there was an error in the 10th, and so neither run given up by Russell is earned. No walks, no strikeouts. So tough, tough showing there for Russell and the defense behind him. So this was game 1 of 4 between the Athletics and Senators. Let's hope the next 3 are just as exciting. Those won't be on YouTube. I'll play out those separately. But if you're watching this video, those 3 games have now been played at this point. So you can head over to rogersportsgames.com to see the series recap, find out what happens in games 2, 3, and 4, get the box scores, recaps, team stats, and more. And then because this is this final series of week number 5, shortly after that, I'll have the week 5 recap, which will have the full league standings and all of the league leaders. So hope you enjoyed that with another great finish, another walk-off win, this time for the Philadelphia Athletics. That's all from Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this one. And this was a good game. I enjoyed playing this one out. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Thanks.